So, what I'm about to talk about is kind of something deep with some people. If you might be a preteen, teenager, young adult, uh, mid to late, grandpa, whatever, you know, I'm just speaking it from the heart, like peaking in adulthood, peaking in high school, middle school, 40s, 30s, whatever, and I start to notice with me that I'm not hanging out as much because it's just an ordinary day. I'm hanging out because I'm just hanging out, but I'm just seeming not to hang out as much with my friends. Because I'm starting to notice within my life that I've been focusing on my writing a lot. I've been focused on like other things to get my stuff done. I'm focusing on my life right now, and what I recognize is that a lot of people talk about the past. Before I say this, I get it, man. Woman, man, whatever. The past was nice. The past was great. The past was awesome. But you can't always just talk about it every 24/7, and I recognize that my male friends, they talk about the past, but they're moving forward to the future. What I recognize with my female friends, and since I have my girlfriend from another country, disclose her country, what I learned in my life is that positivity matters. I know we're all negative and you want negativity, and negativity sells, but what I learned in my life is that, like, a lot of people who turn 20, 17, 18, 16, they miss the past so much. They miss when they were like a freshman year in high school or in college. They miss their early 20s where they used to felt rebellious. They used to miss the times and this and that, all that shit. I don't get me wrong, I love the past. I like nobody else, but I gotta move forward. I gotta change for who I am, and I be content and be accepting with my reality, but I recognize that not everyone's gonna think like me, I had some old male friends and old female friends that didn't want to change, and it's just kind of sad to look at it, yeah, the memories was nice, but it's just like kind of sad that people just want to talk about the past, and you gotta keep yourself occupied. I mean, don't get me wrong, talk about the past, talk about how you feel, but what I realize is that in my life right now, and even though I love my old homies, my homies that I know right at the moment, a couple of years ago, they helped me a lot. But my female friends made me realize that, like, you deserve better as a dude. And having a girlfriend, having a wife, having female friends, you need to have friends who are just positive, optimistic, try to keep yourself down to earth, humble, I recognize I was friends with people who, mostly girls, just tend to be negative. But I recognize after meeting with my girlfriend, she's 6 years older than me, and she made me realize that life is gonna be okay. Life gets better. Life gets become a lot more assurance. And you just need those kind of shit. Like, you need people that make you feel good. Maybe not all the time, but at certain times you need to be humbled. To my homies who say, "Oh, why don't you hang out as much?" I'm just focusing on me. I just need it. I need to do the things what I need to do. And my first step is to have female friends that are validating, that are not complaining, but to understand what it means to be comfortable. Because I'm in a new step of my chapter where I'm not even thinking about girls in a seductive way no more. 3 years ago, when what is it, 3 years? Yeah, 3 years, once I graduated high school, I ain't gonna lie, I was suffering a midlife crisis overall. Like, I didn't know what to do, but there was a girl I liked that I cared about for 3 years. Of course, 4 months ago, I broke up and I'm with my new girlfriend. I recognize life gets better, man. And it doesn't matter what age you are. You can be 12, 13, 18, 17, 38, whatever, like 40. When you look at YouTube, most YouTubers complain. And I'm gonna be honest, I've been watching other stuff. I've been watching, like, Digimon content, Pokemon content, been watching video game content, and I just wasn't really into just the YouTube drama. I have my own shit to worry about now. I have a girlfriend, I have like things to do, I have like friends to look after, I have like things that I need to focus on myself. I have to I need to focus on making money, and I gotta focus on, in the future, maybe one day building a family. I gotta focus on me, you know. I want to focus on my project, my writing, my this, my that, Just made me realize that, like, it doesn't matter if you're a girl or a guy. Just don't. It's okay to complain. It's okay to be negative. Just don't hang out with losers who bitch, moan, weep, complain, be negative, be insensitive, be this, be that, be selective, be fake. You don't need that. You don't need that shit. But at the same time, if you put on a stone wall of a face like, oh, everything is fine, that just doesn't make you human. We're all humans here. Yeah, we do everything, I don't like vacations. I don't like traveling. But to be honest, I just want to spend time with my wife, girlfriend in the future. My girlfriend's my wife in the future. I don't know, man. Just be surrounded by people who are positive, because low-key, man, this world that we're seeing, man, the peaking in high school, peaking in adulthood, it's just sad, it's really sad. It's like, how can you just say that I miss my early 20s when your 20s just started? Like, there's more stories to tell. There's more stories that need to be solved. There's a whole life ahead of you, my guy. It's okay to be negative at certain times, but most of the time you gotta be positive. But I don't know, man. What my old homie said, he says this: misery loves company, and you gotta let them be on their own, bro. Because I'm making a wise decision to get rid of some of my female friends. Hate girls who be miserable, dog. I deserve better. I really deserve better.